Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today we continue north on US Highway 1, concurrent with State Road 5, as we enter the city of New Smyrna Beach around mile 400, where the roadway takes on the local name Dixie Freeway through this part of Volusia County. New Smyrna Beach traces its European roots to 1768, when Scottish physician Andrew Turnbull founded a large agricultural colony here and named it New Smyrna in honor of his wife's hometown of Smyrna in the Ottoman Empire, known today as Izmir in Turkey. The modern city incorporated in 1887, later merging with neighboring Coronado Beach in 1947 to form New Smyrna Beach, and today it has grown into a coastal community of just over 31,000 residents, with a median home value around $449,000 and a median household income in the upper $70,000 range. As we roll north on Dixie Highway, US-1 functions as a multi-lane arterial carrying local and through traffic between the historic downtown, the beach side across the causeway to the east, and other communities farther up the coast toward Port Orange and Daytona Beach. Ahead, State Road 44 crosses US-1 on an overpass carrying Little Avenue up and over the Dixie Freeway and the adjacent Florida East Coast Railway as it heads east toward the South Causeway and State Road A1A on the Barrier Island. SR 44 is a cross-state route stretching from Crystal River on the Gulf of Mexico all the way to New Smyrna Beach, linking in places like Inverness, Wildwood, Leesburg, and DeLand before reaching this Atlantic coastal terminus. At the next signalized intersection, we'll cross Canal Street, where State Road 44 business begins and heads west. This short business route is about a mile long, following the former alignment of SR 44 along Canal Street between US-1 and the junction with CR 4118 at Pioneer Trail. The Canal Street corridor to the right forms the core of New Smyrna Beach's historic downtown, with galleries, restaurants, and small shops radiating off this two-lane street. To the west, the business route is a sleepy, tree-lined road with a thin density of local businesses and homes, offering a more local way to reach neighborhoods and county roads on the west side of the city compared to the higher-speed Little Avenue main line. On the left side of US-1 ahead, you'll see New Smyrna Beach Municipal Airport, also known as Jack Bolt Field and identified by the FAA code EVB. This city-owned general aviation airport sits a few miles northwest of downtown and is tucked in just west of the highway. The airfield spans several hundred acres and features multiple paved runways that mainly serve private and corporate aircraft, flight training, and air taxi operations rather than scheduled commercial airlines. With its proximity to the historic Canal Street district, the oceanfront, and I-95, the airport acts as a convenient gateway for pilots accessing Florida's Atlantic beaches, the nearby Space Coast, and the Canaveral National Seashore. A little farther along, a brown guide sign points left toward the Atlantic Center for the Arts, a nonprofit artist residency and cultural campus tucked into the woods northwest of US-1 at 1414 Art Center Avenue. Founded in 1977 by sculptor and painter Doris Leeper, the Atlantic Center for the Arts hosts multidisciplinary artist-in-residence programs, exhibitions, and performances, drawing visiting artists and art lovers from around the country. Access to the center is via local streets branching off of the Dixie Freeway, and as we continue north past this turnoff, we leave the New Smyrna Beach city limits and enter unincorporated parts of Volusia County on the approach toward Port Orange. Near the end of this segment, US-1 crosses Rose Bay on a modern bridge linking the unincorporated shoreline on the south with the approach to the city of Port Orange on the north side. Over the past few decades, Rose Bay has been the focus of major restoration efforts, including replacing older causeways and an earlier US-1 bridge, removing septic systems, and dredging accumulated muck to improve water quality and fish habitat. The current US-1 bridge here is part of that restoration. We'll wrap up this drive here at mile 408.1. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this ride, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, share it with your friends, follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.